And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. This is the story of a fabulous ride, the most remarkable ride in our nation's history. And because it took place in California at the time of the Mexican War in 1846, I call it California's Paul Revere. The American forces have captured the Pueblo of Los Angeles from the Californians, and the main command of the American Army has moved north to the capital at Monterey. They left a small garrison at Los Angeles in charge of Marine Officer Lieutenant A.H. Gillespie. And now, as our story opens, the Angelinos have risen up and attacked the Americans, forcing them to take refuge at Fort Hill.
Hold your fire! Are you hurt?
Never even touched me. Ah!
Now, what did you learn?
The enemy army is growing by the hour. Must have 1,000 men now.
How well are they armed?
A little bit of everything. Rifles, shotguns, lances. They're bringing up some light artillery. They broke it. They hold the whole town except this hill. They're boasting they'll have that in a matter of hours.
That's where they're wrong. We can hold out here for days.
Sure, for weeks.
Don't be a fool, Benton. You know as well as I do we're trapped. 40 men against 1,000.
You wouldn't surrender, sir.
Who said anything about surrendering? All right, men. Give them blazes. No use beating around the bush. If we can't get reinforcements, we're done for. They'll keep on pounding away at us. We'll run out of food and ammunition, or we're killed. But our own lives aren't what matter most. If we lose this Pueblo of Los Angeles, we lose our only foothold in Southern California. Change the whole course of the war. I'm telling you this because I'm going to call for a volunteer. A volunteer to go for help. Commodore Stockton's in Monterey. If we can get word to him, he'll send troops.
Monterey? Why, that's more than 300 miles from here.
300 miles of enemy territory. The chances of a messenger getting through are slim. But that's our only hope.
I'll go, sir.
I'll go. Who was that spoke first?
Juan Flaco.
John Brown.
Well, which is it?
Juan Flaco's my nickname, sir. Means Lean John.
I remember now. You joined us the night of the uprising.
Just happened to be in town from a hunting trip.
I'm a trained soldier, sir. You'd better send me.
I've hunted and trapped all through these mountains. I know the back trails, the shortcuts, places to hide.
All right, then we'll both go. No, one life's enough to risk.
You've a wife and child. I've got nobody.
That settles it. Brown, you make the ride. Brown, you'll need some sort of credentials to help you get fresh mounts along the way.
The less I carry on me in the way of dispatches, the better.
It's only a sentence. You can destroy it quickly if you're captured.
We leave the bear. Lieutenant A.H. Gillespie.
I stamped it with my signet ring.
Thank you, sir.
Hang on to that. It's your passport. It's starting to get light. You better be on your way. Once you're through the picket lines, you've got a good chance.
I'll get through.
September the 24th.
I ought to make Monterey in a week.
God grant you will. We'll try to hold out here.
They'll get him. He'll never make it.
Yeah, he's through the line. He's headed for the Quaker Pass.
He just won Flaco.
Mexicano?
No, you fool, Americano. After him. Lost him.
The devil.
I've checked the ammunition supply.
Well,
At the rate we're using it, sir, it won't last the week.
order the men not to waste a single shot.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. You had a bad fall. You can't go any farther. Oh, boy. Believe the bear. Lieutenant A.H. Gillespie. Buenos dias.
You are Americano?
Juan Flaco, they call me.
One cannot be too careful about strangers these days.
I'm on my way to Los Angeles to join Pico's forces.
It is true they have seized the pueblo from the Americanos?
They've driven them out like rats. Got them trapped on a hill, completely surrounded.
Rats, see?
Worse than rats, the gringo pigs.
Skunks.
Weasels. And I want to be in on the kill. That's why I rode so fast. Too fast. My horse gave out on me.
You can take one of mine.
Amigo.
I'm only too glad to serve the cause.
Viva Mexico!
Muerte a los americanos. Come, I will help you. You know the way?
I can find it.
Turn right up the hill and you'll pick up the road to Los Angeles. You should be there by dark.
1,000 thanks, senor.
For 1 peso, I would go with you.
Leave your ranch to the mercy of the Americanos?
You are right, senor. Vaya con Dios.
Gracias.
Senor, you are heading wrong. You are going north. Caramba! ¡Han hecho por esos gringos, pueblos! Benton was a good soldier.
He said he'd rather die than surrender.
We'll none of us surrender.
Lieutenant, we may have to, the way things are going. Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
We'll bury Benton later on tonight, when there's a lull in the firing.
Yes, sir.
It's the 26th of September. Brown's been gone 2 days now. Not even halfway to Monterey.
How do we know he's on his way at all? How do we know if he got beyond Cahuenga Pass?
I've got you covered. Come out of there.
A Yankee.
Howdy.
What are you running away from? The law?
I'm not running from. I'm running to. I got to be on my way.
Just a minute. That horse looks mighty familiar.
It was given to me.
Yeah?
I settled down the road. Jim Robbins.
Jim Robbins. Jim never gave away nothing in his life. You're turning around and riding back with me, stranger. Unless you want to be hung up as a horse thief.
Read this.
Believe the bearer, Lieutenant A.H. Gillespie?
In command of the American garrison at Los Angeles. The Mexicans have attacked, taken over the town. Gillespie and his men are holding out at Fort Hill, but they can't last long. I'm on my way to Monterey to get help from Commodore Stockton.
I'll go with you. I know this country north of here. And other folks that are friendly will give us horses.
Good, that'll save time, and every hour counts.
My name's Tom Lewis.
John Brown, mostly called Juan Flaco. Let's go.
Just ahead. If I live to make it. We can stay there tonight.
I'm only stopping long enough to change horses. There's too much at stake.
I'm just as good an American as you are. But gosh almighty, I am human. I'm about done for. I've got to get some sleep.
You've been a big help along this stretch, Lewis. Thanks.
You telling me to drop out?
I'm not going to be slowed down by anything or anybody. So long.
Monterey's more than 125 miles from here. You'll never last out at that pace.
We're on a shoe, eh?
That's bad.
Well, we'll both have to walk, fella. That your horse?
See,
Mine went lame. I must get to Monterey. Will you let me take yours?
my horse in exchange for a lame one?
Just a loose shoe?
Then find a blacksmith.
I haven't got time. I must be off at once. Give me your horse.
I don't even know you.
My name's John Brown. It's most urgent, senorita. My mother is dying in Monterey. I must go to her.
Your mother? Or is it a young lady? Or could it be the American Commander Stockton you wish to join?
And if it was, what would you say?
Viva!
Thank you.
No, stop! I did not say you could have my horse.
I'm taking him anyway.
You steal my horse, I'll scream for my brother.
You make a sound and I'll steal your clothes, too.
Arriba los manos. Ringo, eh?
Yes.
Catch you red-handed. Stealing my sister's horse.
Just swapping, senor. My horse went lame. I must get to Monterey. It's a matter of life and death.
You make me weep, senor. Liar. I call your people thief. Puerco.
Take your horse.
Keep your hands up.
You can't detain me. I've done nothing.
You're Americano. That's enough.
Just a trapper.
Me you cannot trap.
If I was a soldier, I'd be in uniform.
If you were a spy, you would have none. You know the penalty for spies.
I've got no papers. See? I wasn't lying. The reason I don't carry any matches, those cigarettes are poison.
Por Dios. Puerco. Cállate la boca. Bring the horses. We will lock him in the storehouse on the ranch until I report to the authorities.
How soon will that be?
When I'm good and ready. Hombre.
Men, I'm sorry to have had to cut your rations again. They were scant enough, God knows, but I had no choice. We've held out this long. We won't give up now. Brown's been gone over 4 days now.
Should be nearing Monterey. If.
Yes. Yes, the big if.
Here's my horse, and here's your food. And here are your cigarettes that I rescued.
Thank the Lord.
Hurry.
Carlotta.
Hurry. Any moment my brother may discover us.
Carlotta, why are you doing this?
Quien sabe? Perhaps it is because I like the Americanos. Or perhaps it is because I believe the bearer.
Me, you always. Where can I find Commodore Stockton?
He's not here.
Not here?
He sailed for San Francisco 2 days ago.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm the alcalde of Monterey, William Colton. Can I help you?
My message is for Stockton. Mexicans have seized Los Angeles. They surrounded our garrison. Gillespie's holding out, hard-pressed. He needs reinforcements.
When did this happen?
The attack? September the 20th. I left on the 24th.
You rode from Los Angeles to Monterey in less than 5 days?
I had some delays. How much farther is San Francisco?
150 miles. You'd better stay here tonight.
I gotta be pushing on.
At least have something to eat.
A bowl of strong coffee, maybe.
Come inside.
Can you give me a fresh mount?
A fresh mount? Man, we'll give you a racehorse.
Stockton.
I'm Commodore Stockton.
Los Angeles. Garrison. Besieged. Send help.
What's that?
Send help.
He's collapsed from exhaustion, sir. Been in the saddle all night, most likely.
6 days.
6 days?
All the way from Los Angeles.
Impossible, sir. No one could make such a ride in 6 days.
Read what it says in the cigarette paper.
Believe the bear. Signed Gillespie. Get someone to carry him inside.
Sentry, get a couple of men, quickly.
I'll order Captain Mervine to sail at once on the warship Savannah with a force of men to rescue Los Angeles.
Good news.
I thought that would revive you.
Good news is a tonic, sir.
This rest here to get your strength back.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for the service you've done your country.
The history books tell the rest. Commodore Stockton's reinforcements joined up with Army troops under General Stephen Kearny and won a decisive victory. Los Angeles was saved for the United States, thanks to the 450-mile ride of California's Paul Revere.